Hello everyone and welcome back to the Unit 3, and in Unit 3 we have completed the operators and the precision section, and now we need to jump to the expression section. So what expression section is consist of? An expression may consist of one or more operands or zero to more operators to proceed to produce a value, and expressions are of six types. So basically expression is a combination of operators and operands that we have already typed down before while calculating the values or while typing down the basic mathematical expressions, you can say. And while studying the operators, we have already learned how to use those operators, or using those operators basically is all about the expressions writing. So we have six types of expression, and most of the programming language all these six types of expressions, you can say. uh, so first up we have constant expressions. You can say expression, it consists of only constant values, you can see in here. Then we have integral expressions, or you can say integer expression, those expressions which produce an integer result, or you can say we expect an integer number to be the output of these expressions. So here a and b are the integer type variables, and and the result, it should be integer number. And then we have floating point expressions, where we expect the answer to be in decimal, or you can say double, maybe a float number. So here x and y are floating point number itself, and division operation generally outputs in the decimals. And about the pointers expression, we are going to discuss them in the pointers unit itself. And for now you can just say address of a, as in you can stick with this example only. Then we have boolean expressions. These are constructed with the help of logical and the relational operator. We have already seen the use of these operators itself. Then we have compound expressions, which are nothing but the a combination of the above five expressions only. So compound expressions are nothing but the combination of the rest of the five expressions. So we know how to write most of the expressions. We know how to write boolean expressions, floating point, integral, and even constant, and pointers. We will be discussing that. So what we are going to discuss in this video itself, we are going to discuss about the mathematical expression. So there are complex mathematical expressions. You can see here example in here itself. There are under root, power, logarithmic, trigonometric function. Then we have and complex division like that, complex division like this itself. So how we are going to type them down in our text editor, or maybe in our code editor itself. So we cannot simply type them exactly as you can see in here itself. We cannot use this symbol or the superscript of 2. We cannot use these are even illegal character set even. And you cannot simply write down log and expect the program to output you a logarithmic answer. So this is not how things work in C or in any programming language. So what is the solution? The solution for this is a header file which is known as math.h, which provides us many many functions that we can use to write down these type of expression in our code. So I am going to write these three expressions, or I am going to type these three expressions with you itself, and I would recommend you to first try yourself, then go for the video. So for the header file itself, I have googled for you about the math.h library of C language. I just typed math.h :C language, and I got these two research results. And and what are these about? So these are basically showing all the mathematical functions that are available in C, or you can say C math.h header file. So what it provides? It provides us an arc a cos function, which is nothing but arc cosine, or you can say cosine inverse function. We have arc sine, we have a tan to cos function, cos h, sin h, sine function, tan h function. Then we have exponent function, which is e to the power something function. So it asks the power, so you need to write exp exp brackets 2, that means e to the power 2. Then we have square root function sqrt. Then we have power function which asks us to input x and y, then it calculates x to the power y. Then we have fabs function which just calculates the absolute value of integer, or you can say it's if the input of the input is a negative number, then it is going to give you a positive number itself, same number in the positive form. If it is number is positive, it is going to result the number as it is. Then we have floor function, which is nothing but gives the nearest integer value, or you can say truncates the decimal. Then we have many more function. It has only showed 21. You can Google it for more details, you can say. And in Geek for Geek, it has provided the function itself and then the program. For the better understanding, you can go through that, or you can go through any of the website that you feel like or you are most comfortable in. So these are all functions that are provided in math.h library itself. So let's type down our very first function, that is 5 into 3x square plus 5x plus 2 divided by 7w minus 1 by z minus z upon 4 3 plus x upon 7. So what I have already typed that down, and I have included the header file math.h itself here. So first expression we have numerator, which is 5 in which is also having a division operation. So what the main thing that we are going to use while writing down these mathematical expressions is brackets. These are very important, and they make things clear. First, what things will be calculated. So I have mentioned whole this thing 3 to the power x plus 5x plus 2 in a bracket, then this in a bracket, and then whole in a bracket and multiplied by 5 minus z, then whole this in bracket and divided by I hope you get my point. So this is the first expression, that is 3 multiplied by 2 to the power. I have used pow function, which is just nothing but a power function. So 3 into 2 to the power x plus 5 into x plus 2. Similarly, we have 3 to the power x plus 5 to the power x plus 2. Then I have divided it by 7 into w minus 1 by z, and similarly we have 7w minus 1 by z, and then we have 5 multiplied with this whole expression. You can see I have used a bracket for that, and then after multiplication I have subtracted it by z itself, and you know the precedence, so there is no need of extra brackets. And I have put down this in an I have taken a separate brackets for this whole expression, and I have divided it by 4 multiplied by 3 plus x divided by 7. As you can see, 4 into 3 plus x divided by 7. You can calculate this out. We are getting the answer of minus 6.4167. So I have given the value of x to be 0, z to be 1, and w to be 0 itself. So let's calculate it out. Obviously the 0, I'm going to clear things out. I have brackets here, then again bracket, 5 multiplied by here we have 0 0 plus 2, so 2, 5 multiplied by 2. We have 5 multiplied by 2 in brackets, and then we have minus z, that is minus 1 itself. Okay, that is in brackets, and then we need to divide it by we need to first divide 2. We need to first divide 2 by that is 0, and minus 1 by 1 is 1, so minus 1, I guess. minus 1 we need to divide it by minus 1, that will result in minus 2 itself only. So minus 2. So 5 into minus 2 minus 1 we have here in numerator, and in denominator, so let's be clear here, clear these extra brackets here. Then we have what we have in here. Then we have 4 multiplied by 3 itself, because x is 0, divided by 7. So what is going to do? What it is going to divide it first or multiply, or you can say this expression is going to be, then this will be minus 10, and then we minus 11, then we have divided it by 4 into 3 divided by 7. 4 into 3 is, or you can say first division will, first multiplication will take place. 4 into 3, that would be 12, and that will divided by 7 with 1.7, so 1.7 14 type, something like that, and that will be giving us the value of 611 divided by 1.7 itself. Then you can get minus 6.4167. So you can verify it yourself by putting another value and calculating it using a calculator itself. And let's start down this expression. I hope you already know what this is expression all about. This is nothing but an you can say quadratic formula for roots for an quadratic equation. So let's type that down, and we have what we have in here. We have x, we need variable x, then we have a, b, c, and let's have a discriminant separately. So let's calculate d first. That will be sqrt, square root. Then we have square root function. Oh sorry, discriminant is b square minus 4ac itself. So we will be using power function. B square will be b square minus 4ac minus 4 times a times c. So this is d. Then we have x equals to, we need to give brackets, minus b minus there is one thing to note: you cannot write plus minus in mathematics. You need to calculate the value of plus separately and then minus separately. So I'm going to go for plus only. Plus square root function, which is the square root of d, and square root of d, and that should be divided by 2a, 2 times a. So this is how you are going to write this second expression in C compiler itself, or you need not to write d separately, or you can go for this also. You can directly write this inside this also. But if you are going to break things out like this, then the program will look more clear, and it will be having more clarity as compared to the expression that I have written right now. So this has more clarity than this one. Okay, I hope you got my point. So let's have our next function, that is nothing but a logarithmic function and a trigonometric function. So y is equals to, first we have log. So for log we have log function in math, and we are just doing log x to the power of power function x to the power of 2 and divided by sine x. We need to write sine. We have simply sine function for that x. And note, all the trigonometric functions which are in maths.h header file receive input, or you can say receive angle in radians, not in degrees. The angles that you are going to give in here are going to be in radians, not degrees. So this was a third expression, that was log x square divided by sin x. You can check also that check also check also that they are receiving uh, numbers in uh, not in degrees but in radians. Let the value be let it be pi. Pi is 1.34 something, so we should explain sin pi is 0, or sin pi is 0, I guess. Sin pi is 0, so we should expect an answer of 0 or near 0. So we are getting 0.0143 because the it is not the exact value of pi itself. You can say that what is the, if you are going to near it down 1.414, or you are going to increase the decimal of the, or the accuracy of the value of pi, then you are going to get 0 itself here. So this was all about the mathematical expressions, math.h header file, and about the expressions. Now let's see you all in next video, where we will be learning type conversions and type conversions basically. So bye for now.